Good to go.
Good to go?
Oh.
All right. It's right underneath there. So we're going to go live in 3, 2. Hello, and welcome back to 3rd and 21. This is a show where we talk about college football and try to have a little bit of fun.
Yep.
So today we've got our first millennial with us, Mr. Will Tyler.
Yes.
Welcome, Will.
It's a pleasure to be here.
We're going to talk about feelings, I suppose.
Yes.
Or college football.
Yep.
So, Will, we always like to do this. Start off with telling us, when did you first kind of fall in love with the Georgia Bulldogs?
Okay, so probably, I'm going to guess 08, 09. So I was about 13 was when I really started to watch them. They had a quarterback, I think, I'm going to quote it on this, I'm sure, but Matthew Stafford, I think, was the quarterback in 09.
I think you're right.
And I actually played with them on the NCAA football game. And they were really good. They were the number one team that year. They had, I think, Knowshon Marino was the running back then. Mm-hmm. And so they were good, and I've always been a Georgia fan, but that kind of solidified it for me. Yeah. So, yeah, but that's really it, and grew up watching the team, so.
You know what some of our Florida friends call Knowshon Marino? Knowshon Marino?
No.
Knocked out Marino.
Oh, knocked out Marino.
Yeah, if you saw that.
That was a dirty game though. When he was digging in his face mask.
Yeah.
Spikes.
Spikes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dirty game.
That was a dirty game. Okay, looks like we have some live studio audience
announcements.
Here.
We need the Catalina.
Wow, the Catalina. Hold on, before we do the Craft Catalina, we want to say thank you to our sponsor.
Thank you.
There we go. A little prize for our studio audience. So, what about favorite player?
Favorite player of all time or right now?
Of all time.
Favorite player of all time would have to be, well, Herschel Walker, but that's really a given for anybody.
Everybody said, all the Georgia fans out there say the same thing. They're
just
like,
because he was a freshman when he did it. Yeah. So, Herschel Walker of all time. But I would say a close second to Aaron Murray, just because of all the records he broke and 4-year starter there, so pretty big time. So Aaron Murray was probably in my time the biggest, my favorite fan. What about you?
I'm just the host here.
Okay, I can't really ask you questions. Got you.
Right.
Got you.
So, listen, I'm going to ask you a question about Georgia history, and this is a tough one. I'll tell you this, I did not know this one.
All right.
Could you tell me one of the top 3 all-time Georgia tacklers? I'm going to go with Rennie Curran on that one. Rennie Curran.
Sikkim.
Brookwood.
Yep, Brookwood. Well, he only stayed for 3 years, so I'm going to take that back. I'm going to go with, who was the dude 2 years ago that plays for the Chiefs now?
Alex Ogletree?
Nope, had the long dreads, but he's probably up there. But he was a 3-year player too, though.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of 4-year guys. He played beside Armando Herrera. Oh, well, but he plays for the Chiefs. That's my guess. But who's the top 3?
You didn't even give one guess yet.
Yeah, the guy that plays for the Chiefs. number 51.
Akeem Dent? No.
No, not. What's his name?
Justin
Houston?
Justin Houston.
Nah, D linemen don't get him. It's either a linebacker or a defensive back. D linemen don't.
Well,
get
just to
those
move the
tackles.
program forward.
Sure. Yeah.
Ben Zambini.
Okay.
An excellent linebacker. Played from 1974 to 77. The famous Junkyard Dogs.
Junkyard Dogs.
Yep.
Sick 'em.
So, and number 2, you asked me who my favorite player is, which really isn't important at this point. But I would say this guy would be, and his name was Greg Bright. He was a linebacker in the early '90s, and he's number 2. He was one of my favorite.
Well, let me take that back. My favorite player of all time is actually Greg Blue.
Ooh.
From like early,
he was a hitter.
Greg Blue and the other guy back there. The 2 safeties they had were just knockout. So they were fun to watch. Thomas Davis? No, Thomas Davis was running back.
Davis, yeah. Greg Davis, not Greg Davis.
All right, well.
I thought that he was going to murder somebody. Some of the hits that he hit, man. I mean, this was
fun to watch. Fun to watch for sure.
Why am I not thinking of his name?
Rashad
He's
Jones.
number 10.
Rashad Jones. No, he was later. Greg Blue and
he was number 10. He's from Shellman, Georgia.
Wow, that's good that you know that. But Greg Blue. Yep.
Okay, well, we're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the 2017 season. Stick around.
Don't go anywhere.
Man, what? Who? I
Top
cannot
three?
think of. No, he plays for Carolina.
Let me look it up. Thomas Davis is the middle linebacker.
Yeah,
he's a middle linebacker. I'm thinking when they had those two safeties back there.
Bacardi Rambo.
Bacardi. Bacardi. Bacardi's a drink. Bacardi. Bacardi Rambo.
Is it his name?
I'm gonna look up that dude. Top tacklers in UGA history.
Yeah, well, you'll see it's Ben Zambini.
All right, here we go.
Greg Bright.
Are those the two of them?
That's the top two.
Defense. Oh, that's interceptions right there. Tackles. Ben Zambiasi. So close.
Hey, listen, we're about to come back in live.
Okay, we're about to come back live?
Yeah.
I've got this rash right here that I've been really trying to get rid of.
3, 2, and welcome back to 3rd and 21.
Sick 'em, baby.
Yes, with Will Tyler. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Will.
All right, so Kemp, as you know, profession by day, youth minister. Profession by Mount Carmel Christian Church, located in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Some pretty awesome folks go there. Kemp's actually in his spare time, very, very limited spare time with all of his jobs and this incredible show he's hosting right now. He is also an awesome youth coach, so we really appreciate his service. Another job, I work on a farm or a garden, but a farm sounds more masculine, but it's a garden. But yeah, that's really.
Well, cool. Let's get back to college football.
All right, cool.
2017 shaping up to be a outstanding year.
An all-dog year.
Yeah.
An all-dog year.
This has got to be beyond what you could have really been hoping for to start the season.
Well, I'm a UGA fan, so I started off the year thinking we're always going undefeated. But I will say I generally could count a loss at Florida, which we haven't been through yet. Tennessee
Real quick,
is going to mess us
up.
Okay.
You got a prediction on the Georgia-Florida game?
Yeah. I think we're predicted right now to win by 25.
Ooh,
I think that's a little high.
Way too high.
It's the Georgia-Florida game, first of all, so that's going to be a tough game. But their starting quarterback is out. Their suspended players are out still, I think. But it's Florida, so they'll probably allow them to come back for that game. But I'm going to guess UGA 34. And that is not a missed extra point. That is 4 touchdowns and 2 field goals. And Florida, 13. And their touchdown comes off of special teams. And 2 field goals. We don't let them score on the offense. Nope. So that's my prediction. What about you?
Again, I'm just the host here. This is all about you, brother. All about you. But listen, I've seen too many Georgia-Florida games to come in with any confidence whatsoever, even though I do have a little. Usually what it is, all through the week, I'm like, they're going to kill us, they're going to kill us, they're going to kill us.
Yeah.
And then Friday night, Saturday morning, I'm like, we're going to go down there and just chop their heads off.
Yeah.
Then I'm in a bad mood on Saturday night.
That's true. Well, I think they won.
This is a different year, man.
Yeah.
This is a different year.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a great new coach and philosophy around the team.
Which I'd like to ask you, when we were going through the search, if you remember, were you a Kirby guy or were
I was Kirby a year before when they were thought about firing Rick. I was like, let's get over with Rick while we can.
Wow, you're a youth minister, right?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say those type of things.
I know Mark Rick is pretty high up there on the Christian leaderboard, but you know he's too much of a nice guy. You can't win games. You go at 9-3. And then you get a bowl game, and you play, who we play every year for like the past 10 years? Nebraska, right? You play Nebraska. You get Penn State in there at one time, but they're pretty good now. So I was Kirby a long time ago because he's a Georgia native as well. So it's good to kind of have a new, fresh energy in there, and the recruiting is kind of turning around because of that. So
Now,
pretty incredible to watch.
We are going to do a recruiting show. I know you love the recruiting as much as that. Do you like recruiting more than the actual regular season? Because sometimes I would
say when Georgia landed their number one recruit in the nation this year, Justin Fields, QB, out of out of Harrison.
Yes.
That I would say that I felt better after that than a Georgia win. So.
Wow.
But that's the number one player in the nation, though. So, but generally on average, it's game, but then right below that, though, recruiting.
Yeah, I know you like the recruiting.
Yeah.
I know you like the recruiting.
That's fun to keep up with.
Mm-hmm. So, what are your feelings about Georgia Tech?
I appreciate that they try and compete with us. But I just would like to play a tougher out-of-conference schedule because the last 2 years they won.
I was about to say, I think they won 2 out of 3.
But, hey, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. So, you know.
And the Techies get pretty loud when they win.
They do get loud when they win because it doesn't happen often. So they kind of save that up for that final game of the year. But, it's fun to beat them. I think we've won 9 of the last 12 or something like that. The past 2 years, were a little rough. Or did we lose 2 years ago?
Yeah, we lost 2 years ago on that onside kick where we kicked it down the middle
Terrible
of the field.
Terrible idea.
I was at that game.
Yeah,
I was
terrible
at that
idea.
one. Then we beat them the next year. Then they beat us last year.
That's true. Yeah, we intercepted in the end zone, something like that. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, actually, we'll hold that over for the next one, but start thinking of, because I'm going to ask you 5 things, and one of them is going to be biggest rival. And, being a millennial, I don't know if Tech really ranks in there, but
no,
for me...
It wouldn't.
Really?
Not spoil anything, no. Does it for you?
Tech, let me tell you, lose to Tech, and they'll become a bigger rival.
No, I would, am I allowed to say who my biggest rival is?
And then we'll just go with 4 things on the next segment?
It's up to you. You're the host.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to take a quick break.
Yep.
We're going to thank our friends at...
Avion?
Aloe.
Aloe, thank you.
It's delicious. Actually, have a sip.
There's a straw in there.
This is a sponsor, man.
And there's some shrapnel in there, too. What is that? Is that
That
aloe?
is aloe vera.
Wow, that is different. Never seen that before.
It's delicious. We'll be right back.
Yes. There's literally a straw in there.
I know if there's a straw in there, man. They are... Wow.
Give me 10 seconds.
Dude, you're going to have to be really
Gotta
really
move
quick.
my truck.
Well, welcome back to 3rd and 21. This is a show where we talk about college football and just get people's opinions on their thoughts and what they love about college football. Today we're talking with Will Tyler, who's an excellent guy. Excellent guy, really is. Getting his thoughts. He's a big Georgia Bulldog fan. So, been very exciting talking with him. What we're going to do, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about 5 things with Will. And this is where I just kind of first thing that comes to mind on it. So, it looks like Will's coming right here.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Welcome back. So, Will, we're going to do 5 things. You don't have to be super short. You don't have to be overthink them. This is just going to be some fun. Have a little fun with it.
Go Dogs.
So let's just jump straight into it. Biggest rival. And Georgia's hard because we got a lot of different rivals.
Yeah, that's true. I would say biggest rival, I might even say by far, Florida Gators.
Hard to argue that, man.
And unfortunately, they beat us past couple years. Well, the past 10 years, we beat them like twice or three times. So I would like it to be a little more even, or even us on top would be nice. But yeah.
See, when I was coming up, Florida was always a hard game, but we always would win. You know, we would win the game the majority of the time up until 1990. That was the real turning point.
Yep.
So Florida Gators. What about Tennessee? What do you think of Tennessee?
This is why I say Florida, because Florida, I think, now is a better team. It's easier to recruit to Florida than it is Tennessee. So I think our talent is somewhat similar to the Gators and the Bulldogs now. Florida and Georgia are like the top two states in recruiting, right there behind Texas, I believe.
Texas is soft. Those guys are soft.
Yes. Agreed. But I think Tennessee, when we lose them, it's more of a disappointment. It'd be like losing to a JV team, right, when you're on varsity. But
is that smack talk on 3rd and 21?
That
might be the first smack talk.
We beat them 41-0, so they didn't score at all.
Listen, here's one thing that, see, I'm much older than you.
Yeah.
You learn 41-0, enjoy it. Even just be happy, but don't put it on film, man.
You don't put it on film?
No, you don't put that on film.
All right, cut that out.
Okay. Yeah, we got this great editing.
Tennessee is good.
Okay, so let's move it on to this. Tell me about a time where you were watching the Georgia Bulldogs where you were just like, yes, man, just felt good about the win.
Oh, about the win. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not a recruiting battle.
Not a recruiting.
Yes.
I will say recently the Mississippi State game.
Wow.
Just because of how highly thought of they were coming into the game. Because they had just throttled LSU. So they thought they were the next big thing. And then they come in and we beat them, I think, 38-3, something like that.
Yeah.
And so that was fun to see because it was almost everything happened right for us and everything happened wrong for them. So that was
really
fun
did.
to watch.
There was a lot of things that just went our way.
Yep.
I mean, bounces, and I say our way, Georgia's way.
Yeah. Go Dogs.
What about the flip side of that? You know, for every great win, there's
easily.
Some disappointment.
2012 SEC championship game. Easily, if that was your question.
Yeah, that was the question.
Losing on the 4-yard line or whatever as time runs out.
You know, and I watched that game. I watched the replay of that game.
Yeah.
That was a slugfest.
It was. That was the two best teams playing each other in the nation, I think. UGA would have throttled Notre Dame if they would have gotten to that championship game.
And think of what that would have changed the course of Rick and.
If he would have, he would be on the top right now, and the team would probably look a little different as well. So, but yeah, that's true. 4 yards away.
Now, I don't know if you remember, if you're old enough to remember this, but we played Alabama in Athens on a rainy. Everybody was so fired up.
In 2008? Did we black out for the game?
It was pouring down rain. And we came in and they 31-0'd us in the first half.
That was the blackout game.
Yes.
That was 2006, maybe 5.
No.
I remember it because I was at a buffet actually, and in my childhood the buffet was always probably the highlight of my. So I remember at the buffet, and it specialized in fried catfish, so you can already tell that it was a fine establishment. But I watched the game on the TV at the buffet. True story.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't think this one. I think this one was later than that, though. It was like maybe 2000 or 20. I don't know. I remember it was pouring down rain.
Yeah.
I went for a jog. I was so fired up for the game. Came back and they just stomped us off the bat.
It could be different, but the one, and maybe it's happened more than once in the most recent future. It probably has. But that was a game that was a little hard to watch.
Okay, so. What about this, Will? If Greg McGarity and ESPN and everybody came to you and said, "Will, we want to start the game, but it's going to be perfect for you," what would be the perfect Saturday start time?
For me or for the team?
For you.
Okay, for me.
Mm-hmm. And would you go to the game or would you watch it somewhere else?
No, I would only go to the game if it was at. Is it a home game?
This is Greg McGarity says, "Will, we want to make this perfect for you."
Okay. I would watch it at home. I would watch the game at home.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not alone, but might be alone. But it would have to be with a few friends who know that it's a football game and we don't talk during a football game. Unless there's something good happens, then we celebrate whatever, but we're not talking about our day or anything like that. We're there to watch the game. It'd be that, and probably I'm gonna go with a 3:30 kickoff, because 7 is too much time until the game.
Yeah.
And but 3:30, because we're gonna win in this situation, so you get to kind of enjoy the last 3 or 4 hours of the night after that, watch some football.
And it changes the way you watch the other games.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're kind of watching, and if the team you kind of want to win wins, great. If not, no
yeah,
problem.
Who cares, right? Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
So, but that's what it'd be, a 3:30 start. I'm waking up at 8 a.m. on the dot. During the game, I'm having pigs in a blanket, which those little, those are.
Oh yeah.
Those little weenies and and the little croissant roll.
A little mustard on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not a mustard fan. Not a mustard fan. Just. I guess nothing on it. But pigs in a blanket, some peanut M&Ms, some cheddar Chex Mix, and
chicken wings.
Yes. Advertisement right here. Atlanta's best wings, boneless only. Don't make the mistake and get boned-in chicken wings. Boneless chicken wings, flavor lemon pepper and Hawaiian teriyaki with Cajun fries. That's my pregame meal.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
And I hope to not move for 4 hours.
Right.
Is the goal.
And that's what. And actually, I did watch. Which game did we watch over at
Mississippi State. Mississippi State
that
game.
Was
Yep.
Was it Mississippi State?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't like going out and.
Yeah. It was. I don't like going out, but if I do go out, it's gotta be with folks who are there to watch the game. You know.
Yeah.
I don't like to watch in a restaurant where everybody's talking and loud and
and
no one's. But if everyone's everyone's into it, and everyone's. And this is one thing I can't do. Don't ask me why the coach made that call, right? I don't like sitting beside
why did they run it
armchair quarterbacks that think they know better than these guys that get paid millions of dollars to study the playbook and they know what they're doing, right? Right. But
what about yelling at the TV?
I'm not a yeller. I'm not either. I'm more of a pacer, I guess. When I get anxious or nervous, or I'll just like do some laps around the room.
That's what I do. But I don't yell at the TV. I always thought it was strange.
I'm not a yeller. I got friends who are yellers. Like they can't hear you. Sure. Yeah.
Maybe if we score,
Oh yeah.
But,
Oh yeah. But I've got friends who jump up and scream, but doesn't really do much.
No.
Doesn't really do much. Yeah, I'm not a yeller either.
Right.
No.
Okay, let's move on to this. And this is a fun one because this could be any game that's on the schedule for any teams. If I said, man, we've got airfare, we've got hotel, tickets to the game.
Okay.
That you can go to any game that's on the schedule.
This year?
Yes.
Okay.
Where would you go?
Ooh.
And what teams would be in it? And where would the game be?
Oh, I get to pick my teams here?
Yeah. Like you could go UCLA and USC.
Ooh, yeah.
You can go Apple Cup. You can go.
I would probably. It would have to be a UGA team still.
Okay.
It'd be UGA, and it would either be the Longhorns, the Trojans.
Georgia's not playing the Longhorns or the Trojans. It can't be a make-believe game.
That's what you said. All right.
Okay, fine. Oh, no.
This is what I would do. No, I want to follow your rules.
Game.
Okay, make-believe game.
Make-believe game.
All right, Georgia is playing at Tennessee. No, not Tennessee. Texas.
Okay.
USC. At Texas. At USC. Because those are incredible
only for one game, man.
There's a doubleheader. They're playing. No, okay. If I had to pick one, it would be USC. I think.
Okay,
Georgia
so
plays
can
at
you do
USC.
the USC
3:30 game?
Can you do the USC? Well, that'd be a 12:30 game there.
That's perfect. Then I get to sleep in, and then.
No, you'd have to wake up earlier because it's 12:30. Okay. Do you know the USC fight song?
Is it called Fight Trojan?
Fight On.
Fight On? No, I don't know it.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Never heard it.
All right. So what
Doesn't
about
score
this?
enough, I guess.
What about this? Favorite bowl game? Is there a bowl game that you set your sights on New Year's Day?
Oh, the one that I would love to watch?
Yeah.
Oh, Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl would be, and I think that's a college football playoff game this year.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Sugar and the peach.
Yeah, yeah.
But the Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl, the what I always think about the Sugar Bowl, it's the last game on New Year's Day.
Yep, and you can't spell sugar without UGA. Go Dogs.
That's an old one. Nice.
Yeah, that was Munson?
I don't know. I remember hearing that when I was that's an
Munson?
old one. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Let's see. And
Can't
then
spell citrus without UT.
So, remember we talked about the trash talk?
My bad. Sorry. But that was just too easy right there.
Listen,
That was too easy.
UT is down right now. What do you think of Bush Jones?
Oh, he's getting fired.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's no question.
He might not even make it back to the bus after this Alabama game.
It's gonna be a tough one.
Hey, I want him to keep him though because it helps us out. So I'm a huge Butch Jones fan in that regard. And no, I think he does.
Third smack talk on
I think
the
he does
30-21.
And all the Tennessee too.
All Tennessee, man. You don't like Tennessee, do you?
I think he does a good. Well, because we lost 2 years off fluke, just mistakes. The Hail Mary and then the 2 Hail Marys. Hail Mary last year.
Yeah,
when we
I was at that game.
Were you really?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
We were straight across from where they caught it, and I watched the guys run. I was just watching them go down. And, yeah, and the thing is, the stadium was just buzzing from the touchdown, which Eason threw just a dart.
Ridley.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's true.
It was tough. Yeah, the friend I went with, me and Melissa and him and his wife, Mark J. Fransman, if you're out there.
Shout out to Mark J. Fransman.
Absolutely. Because I called and I was like, hey man, let's just go get some dinner somewhere downtown. And he was like, it's like, meet us over at the car. So we went to the car and he was gone.
Really?
He got in the car and went home.
It's a good friend.
No dinner.
It's a good friend.
No dinner for that.
Yeah.
So what's the last of the 5 questions?
Favorite place to eat in Athens?
Wow, what a great one.
It would be probably the taco. Now I'm going to embarrass myself here. It's either the taco stand or the taco shack.
Taco stand.
Taco stand.
Oh.
There's 3 of them. I'm going to have to go with the one off of. Is it? What's that
Harry
road?
Bissett's. There's a place called Harry Bissett's. It was
Harry
really
Biscuits.
Harry Bissett's.
Harry Bissett's.
It was a real high class place back when I was going there.
Huh.
I always enjoyed going there.
I'll give a little shout out to a local establishment over in the Athens area if you're ever there.
Are they a sponsor on this thing?
They will be
like
Avion or Aloe. Sorry.
Thank you.
So there's this small, quaint bowling alley in Athens. I don't know the name of it. Just search Athens bowling alley. It's 3 lanes, but the best tater tots. The best tater tots you've ever had in your life.
Tater tots.
And you order them by the pound. You don't order like a certain. You order pounds of tater tots. They came out in a pizza box. Incredible, great, best. And we got tots and wings and stuff like that. But good bowling, better tots.
Never heard it, but I love tater tots.
Just picture a pizza box full of tots. That's what it was. Outstanding.
Right, huh?
Really outstanding. Yeah. Outstanding. So check that out.
Okay, last thing. Uniforms. You going red jerseys, black jerseys, white jerseys?
It would have to go.
In the situation where Greg McGarity came to you and we're going to play.
Okay, so we're playing away?
I don't know.
We're playing away, but we're going to throw them some money, so we're going to be able to wear our black unis. But it's not all black. It's going to be black on silver. They're starting to wear the silver breeches out there. Not black on black. Black on silver. Black helmet, though. Black socks, black shoes with red letters on them, or a red Nike swoosh, and black gloves.
What about, last question.
Yeah.
Were you old enough to remember the 2012 game against Boise where we came out in those uniforms?
Oh, those all reds? Yeah.
No, they weren't all red. They were.
Yeah,
it was like they looked like they were playing in their pajamas.
It was red on red.
It was like they looked like they were playing in their pajamas. Why don't you look
yes,
it up
that
on
was,
your,
and I remember because Brandon Boykin was playing both sides of that game, and he scored for us.
Yeah.
But we lost. Did we lose by a lot? I know we lost by. It wasn't a close game.
No, it wasn't.
No, but that was.
Then we lost to South Carolina.
Yeah, we started 0-2. But that was the year that they were good though. They had Clowney and Lattimore, I think that.
Lattimore
that year.
and Connor Shaw, their best player ever. He was great, man. He really
He's from
was.
Gainesville, you know that? Or Flower? He's from
Yeah,
Gainesville.
Flower Branch.
Flower Branch.
Yeah,
Flowbrock.
yep.
Shout out to Flowbrock
Right on.
and my cousin there, Grayson.
Well, hey, listen, we're going to go ahead and put the wraps on this 3rd and 21 Will
Yep.
Tyler edition. Thanks
Sick 'em.
again, man.
Thank you, sir.
Hey,
Appreciate
and
it.
look forward to seeing him on the recruiting show coming up with you and Ryan. It's going to be great.
Yes. Ryan's a good guy.
He is.